Hey, what's up, Card Pack? Today we're going to go over the top 28 Michael Jordan basketball cards that are the most desired. And we're going to take an in-depth look at them, and there's some interesting takeaways from it because Michael Jordan cards have been exploding. If you haven't heard, his rookie, his 86 Fleer, recently sold at Golden Auctions for over $700,000. What? The record Michael Jordan sale before that was $350,000. And that was just about a week or two ago at most. It was a week ago. So everything Michael Jordan's been going up. We're going to take an in-depth look at his cards. First, I want to remind you I'm doing this giveaway, giving away an NFL Prism Cello Pack. In order to enter, you need to follow me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, and then follow me on either Twitter or TikTok. And then, of course, after that, leave a comment on this video or any video. And as long as you meet the other requirements, every video you leave a comment on gives you another entry into the contest. Also, I want to remind you I have the Sports Card Society, where almost every day I make an exclusive video outlining a sports card opportunity that I find that it looks really good, and I show all my reasoning why and my research and everything like that. For instance, I was recommending this Skybox Z-Force PSA 9 Kobe. It's going for about $350 now. When I was recommending it, it was going for around $150. I recommended this Tatis Chrome Update. It's going for about $160. When I was recommending it, it was going for... I was recommending it back in December, but it was going for around $75-$80. You see that thing shot up pretty quick. Boy, can I even find where that is? Yeah, there you go. We were getting around $75-$80, so that's even a little lower. But anyways, a lot of good stuff to be had there. Plus, members get discount PSA grading. They get 20-day grading for just $25. If you go to the PSA website, you'll see that they offer 25-day grading for $50. A lot of value there. Plus, we have a private Discord that we share a lot of cool stuff. It's a really good community that we're building there, and we share a lot of good finds and stuff like that. And I'm going to be raising the price on the Sports Card Society very soon. Right now, it's only $9.99 a month, but I put so much into it that I need to raise the price so I can put even more into it. And I'm going to be raising the price really soon. So it's only $9.99 right now. But if you get in now, you'll be able to lock in the price. And there's a yearly option too. That's $99. You'll be able to lock that in too. I'm also going to be raising that. The link is in the description, sportscardsociety.com. And please, as always, Card Pack, give this video a like. Let's dive into the content. So here I am in the Market Movers tool. I've went here, price movement by players. I pulled up all the Michael Jordans in a PSA 10 that they have. They have 28 of them in the system. And we're looking over the last 7 days because holy guacamole, give me some tortillas and dip it in guacamole. That's not much of a rhyme. Now, the 86 Fleer on this, I don't know what day this sold on, but it was just last week. This was a new record for the PSA 10 86 Fleer Jordan. Let's pull up his chart, actually. I'll see what day it was. Sold for $350,000, and that was an all-time record. So what date was that? The 29th, so that would have been Friday. On Friday, this card sold for $350,000, and that was an all-time record. Matter of fact, let's pull up this chart. Let's go way back so we can get some data. Data, computing, As you can see, this card has been on fire. Of course, it's MJ. It's so wild to think about that. Let's pull this back a year, because let's see what this card was going for a year ago. This would have been like just before the card market went insane, right before COVID. A year ago, could have got this card for $40,000. And I'm sure at the time we're looking at it, we're like, oh my God, $40,000. And that is, that's a lot of money for most people, for sure. And as you see, it just goes up. There's the nice spike time. But I want you to notice something too, because for most cards, they started really going up around here, modern cards. And then they really went ape shit during the bubble, which was July, August. This card just go up and up and up and up. And then once the hype around the bubble ended, as you see, this thing starts ascending. Because this is September. This is all the hype around the bubble. Most teams are out. I think the playoffs are started now. And and then it really starts going, because this is also when the modern cards started going down. I want you to notice, this is a good case use example. Actually, this may be the main one to look at, although it's not going to have enough sales because there's only 316 of them in existence. There will be more, some more, because people are still opening some. I watched Vegas Dave open 86 Fleer box the other day, and he got 3 Jordans out of it. So right here, this was September 1st, so the bubble playoffs had started, and it's at 86, and this is when the modern cards start going down. And then up, 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 up. Now, this card, it's finally got caught on. I think it just kind of keeps going up. Honestly, I don't know when one ever sells for less than the last one, in my opinion, my guesstimates. But if you haven't noticed it too during this basketball season, when modern cards start going down, vintage cards start going up. There tends to be a bit of an inverse relationship. So one thing I want to point out is when we get closer to the NBA playoffs, we'll probably see modern cards start going back up, and we'll probably see vintage cool off. Vintage may be cooling off here soon. I don't know, because it's just been on a tear. This card aside, because this is a grail, no doubt about it. But this went for $350. Now let me go to the interweb. Golden auction Jordan. Not that one. See if we can find it here real quick. Goodness, come on. Anyways, it sold for there it is. It sold for $738,000. $738,000. It went from $349,000 to $738,000 in a few days. Now I don't expect that leap and bound jump to go crazy, to continue rather. But holy crap, did that set some Michael Jordans off on a tear. A lot of these, there's just not a lot to sell. So let's take a look at some of the more traded ones, the more sold ones. Somehow that went down. That's amazing. Let's look at this 88 Fleer base. 7 of those sold. That went up 25% in the last week. By the way, this is the Market Movers tool if you're new to the channel, or if you've been eyeing it for a while. I'll leave this tool that I'm using for all this charting and everything. I'll leave a link for it in the description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month or your first year. 8,500, 10.5, 12.5. Goodness. Let's go on eBay and see what it's going for. See, you can always just click this button here and it'll pull up this really nice refined search. Depending on what we find here, I'll leave some links in the description so you can go take a look at some of these eBay listings without having to look at all the fluff crap by just typing in 88 Fleer Jordan. Gets rid of all this other stuff. Anyways, 12. Okay, honestly, went for 12.5. That looks like a good buy, if you can believe it. 1,200. What was the pop count on it? If you're newer or you don't know what I mean by pop count means population report. It means Michael Jordan 1988 Fleer base PSA 10. There are 539 of them in existence currently. These numbers aren't going to change very much because this is an old ass card, and there just aren't many floating around or to be found that could possibly be graded a PSA 10. 12 grand. Let's sort it by lowest. Oh, you could buy a pack. Interesting. No. Although, honestly, I don't really care about these other grading companies, but, I mean, I might take a shot at that. Let's take a look at it. Do I think it's a PSA 10? I don't know. That centering looks pretty good. How those corners look. That centering looks pretty good. Right? Interesting. Because that looks like a pretty clean card. I mean, what I would do, possibly, is buy this and send it into PSA and try to get a 10 out of it. Depending on what a 9 goes for. I wonder what a... Let's click here. I'm going to see what a 9 goes for. Just looking at that card, I feel like it could at least be a 9. The 9 goes for $12.81. I'd just leave it in that 10K. So I know it's a gamble. That'd be a gamble. But that's an interesting find right there, actually. How much did this go up over the course of a week? 24, and that went up 25. So I guess they went up about the same. I was going to say, I thought the PSA 9 might be a pretty good buy, but they look like they've went up about the same amount. Interesting on that one. All right, let's go on to a different Michael Jordan. Let's see what else we got here. Whew. All right. 89 Fleer base. So a lot of his Fleers from his years after 86 I see to be moving pretty well. This Hoops is moving pretty well too. Let's take a look at the Hoops. I looked at this one several days ago, I believe, but let's take a look at it again because let's see what's happened. Goodness. Yeah, I think when I looked at it, yeah. So it's gone up since I looked at it. So I think I looked at it here. And now, 322. Look at this. 2,000 of those in the pop report. Let's take a look at that on eBay real quick. What it's actually going for? $295. So one sold for $322. So there's some good buys here. I mean, possibly. $279. Interesting. I'll probably leave a link in the description for this one. So this Fleer had 17 sales, which is a decent amount of data points. Ooh, I just looked. Whoop. Wow, what a jump. 948 in existence. Let's go to eBay and check that one out. Someone's going 5. Someone wants 5 for it. Well, let's sort this stuff and see what we find. Ooh. You can buy some packs. See if we can find the 10 here. PSA 9, it's auction. PSA 9 auction. Pack. I'm not paying. Get out. Who grades a pack? I mean, I get it, but what? No one's buying this. Nobody is going to buy this. There's a 10. Oh, they throw in this other 9 too, but that's so 38. What did we say that last one went for? 32. So we're already past. So there aren't any of those available for around that price. But if I go to, because it takes about 24 hours for market movers to upload this data in. So let's find ended recently. By the way, this is the type of stuff I do for my society all the time. Like I'm doing all this behind the scenes, and then I find good data points, and I make a video showing when I find something good and why I think it's good. But you're watching me search, which is also educational for sure. So 3,200. 3,200, okay. So none for sale there that I would be interested in right now. But then again, it's Michael Jordan, and it's not like with a lot of these guys, with the ones that are like really good, like Michael Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Curry, these really, really established legend guys, like going off pure comps isn't something to really be so as stringent to as with like modern cards, because it's Michael Jordan. Like, listen, if I'm sitting there trying to buy the 86 Fleer a year ago for 40 grand and a guy wants 45 and I'm like, yeah, man, but the latest comp's 40. I just can't do 45, blah, 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 and I walk away. Who lost there? God damn it, I lost. Because this guy's a legend. This card's just gonna go up. Like, it's not like, oh no, I just paid 10% over the last comp. Oh, I'm screwed. It's like, oh, maybe it's going to go down. Maybe it goes down a bit, but it ain't going to be long before it goes up above what you paid for it, and then it kind of just keeps going up. So just don't be so stringent about comps when it comes to cards, when it comes to like Michael Jordan cards, Kobe cards, LeBron cards, Steph Curry cards, real legends. Hold on, I need some coffee, people. All right, card pack, let's dive back in. 85 promo. I love this card, and I still think this card is really, let's take a look at it. Because this one could legitimately, I think this card's undervalued. There's only 167 of them. It's Nike. But he's not in his Bulls stuff. What a cool card, huh? And this is from 85. I mean, this could legitimately be considered his rookie card. 35 to 45. And again, the 86 Fleer selling for, 86 Fleer selling for, almost $750,000. It lifts all Jordan cards. Goodness. I was on Collectible, the app Collectible. If you're not familiar with that, you should take a look at it. They're a fractional ownership company. And they had a lot of I don't know how many of these cards in PSA 10. And I was like, yeah, I want in on that. And I freaking forgot to get up and buy it because the shares of it sold out like that. Like they're like, all right, we're going to do it at 9 in the morning Pacific time. That's when you can buy shares. And I forgot. I got up at 10 and they were gone. I was like, God, because I knew. I'm like, God damn it. I really like that card. I really do. There's only 167 of them. I still think, what was that guy asking? Well, no, I'm not going to pay. I mean, what I was saying before, this is too high to be like, yeah, just get him if you like him. That's just way too much. That's triple the last comp. I don't mean like that. What is that? Ooh. Interesting. Now this, on the other hand. What? Wait, is this a lot? Is this for all those cards? Awesome set of 10s. I wish you would just say you get all of these cards. This looks like... What? Because this card could very well just be worth 45 on its own right now. And this sticker is worth plenty on its own too. 24? Is this a bit? This is just a buy or best offer? Oh my goodness. This seems like a hell of a deal. I'll put a link in the description to this in case any of you want to take a look at it. Huh. That's a hell of a deal, it seems like to me. I mean, if it was 24 just for this, because BCCG, that's Beckett, before they turn themselves into BGS. And the centering on this looks, I wouldn't say it's a 10 centering. Yeah, it's not a 10 centering. But nonetheless, this Fleer sticker on its own. Let's go back and look it up. See what we can find. Stick it. Yeah, that's a real thing. Oh, baby. Come on. I mean, look at that. The BCG. Look at that. In the same grading company in a 9, it's already bid up to 2,000. PSA 8 bid up to 6,000. Like, I'm not joking. This sticker is worth some legit money. Plus the Nike card. That guy is giving it away. Let's see what the solds are. Best offer for a raw, and it's definitely not a 10. I mean, you see how fat that white is over there compared to that? Definitely not a 10. Reprint. Okay, I was like, what the? See what I mean? This is why I like the Market Movers refined search tool, because I'm looking at 13. Jesus Christ. This is a PSA 3, and it went for $2,000. How the hell is that a PSA 3, by the way? But it went for $2,000. And that person probably got a deal. Goodness. An 8 went for. That's what I'm saying. Is that I'll put a link to that lot in the description because that just seems like an incredible deal to me. Wow. Let's move on to a different card. His 89 Hoops base has been on fuego. Let's look. 37 sales. What was it? 37? Yeah, 37 sales of that card in the last week. And 325, almost 2,600 of these. Good looking card. Point at God, Michael. Or you know someone up there? There we go. 500. 439. This may be a bit of a deal. Let's look. Yeah. Bidding. Let's do the buy it nowsies. Okay. I mean, even though it's an alternative grading company, I don't hate this. See if we can find some PSAs though. It's 10 for $419. What do we say they were selling for? That might be a deal there. I'll put a link to this in the description too. You can buy 2 and get 10% off. Because there's only, I mean, that's not a real high number. It's not a real low number, but it's definitely not a real high number. And again, this isn't going to change much. And then we go to 500 for a 10. 525. So this one looks like a pretty good deal here. All right, on to the next one. Let's take let's take a look at some more Michaels. 91 Fleer. You notice anything Fleer? Because listen, he won. This was one of the times of his three-peat. 91, 92, 93. So it really would have been the 90, 91 season, 92, 93 season, 93, 90, 91, 91, 92, 92, 93 seasons. 91 Fleer base. No, wait a minute. That was Hoops, that's why, okay. 91 Fleer. Let's take a look at his Fleers again real quick. 86 Fleer going for way beyond what most of us probably have to spend on a card. Let's see if we can find the 90. '88 Fleer going for about 10. 89 Fleer going for about 28. And then we skip to 91 Fleer going for about 520. 90 Fleer going for about 780. 87 Fleer, yeah, that one's going for a bit. 41. Let's take a look at that one. I wonder what the pop count is on that. 197. Wow. 50,000. Is anybody asking for anything around that? 55 or best offer. Ooh. I don't hate that one. 55 or best offer. Damn. Again, this is one of those cards where, see, that's a good case of like, if you're looking to spend that kind of money, this is another good case of, hey, you know, don't sit there and stare at the comp like that. Let's go back a little bit further, see if we can find some more sales of it. It's only 197. There aren't going to be that many sales of it. Look at that. Oh my God. Wow, if you owned this card a week ago, holy mother-loving profits. Wow. Goodness. It 10x'd in basically a day? Is that right? I'm going back to eBay. See what I mean? This refined search and how it just brings up 8 instead of 2,000. I gotta. Oh, of course you do. Of course you do right now. I want to see it. There we go. Oh, that was a 9. 50,000. 40. 45. I feel like Market Movers made a mistake and put that in a 9 sale. But in November it was going for 10. I feel like Market Movers made a mistake and put this one in the system because was it 43.5? Yeah, it made a mistake. This one got through its filters because this was a 9 that went for 43.5. Okay, that was gonna say that made my jaw drop. That didn't make any sense to me at all. Even though it's MJ, sure, he does unreal things with his cards and stuff, but still, look at him back in November. 10 grand, less than 10 grand, less than 1,000 for a BCCG 10. Give it to me. Are you kidding? Give it to me. I think a lot of people don't. This is a legit grading. They just changed their name to BGS. This is still Beckett. I don't know if their grading standards were exactly the same, but I would feel very good about their grade. It being at least a PSA 9 anyway, so 845, geez. 10,000, so this card has really gone up. But you see, there's legit comps. 50,000. Give me some of that a year ago, Jesus. That's what I'm saying, is what will we be saying in a year from now? Looking at these cards. What will we be saying in a year from now? Like, where will they go? This is batshit crazy. And I don't see it stopping. That's me. I don't see it stopping. I just don't. I need some coffee. Goodness. I like this Beam Team card. Let's look at that. 1 in 36 packs. I like when Market Movers does this and tells me the insert. Because when I was a kid in this age, at this time, so I would have been 10. I always loved reading the back of the packs and seeing the insert odds. Loved it. Don't see that as very much anymore because it's different, because everything's just different, you know. But I always just loved that. I always liked looking at it. Let's pull this chart. Very low pop. 96. And Beam Team is an iconic set. Dunk it, Michael. Let's pull this back. Let's go back at least a month or so, because it's just, or 2 months, I mean, because there's only 96 of them. 2,500, 10,000. Why'd you go down? Let's go on eBay. 2. There's only one for sale right now at about 9, which I feel like might not be out of line, because again, this is such a rare card. Seems undervalued to me off first glance for sure. So one sold last week for 46.5, like they said, and then 10,000. Why did this only get bid up? Something about PWCC auction bid listings. I don't know what the F it is, but it just seems like they go for so much more than most. I don't understand why. So I feel like this kind of F's up the waters. So, but this is such a rare card. Such a rare card. 46.5. God, please put one on regular auction, not by PWCC. I want to see 46.5 a week ago. But it's so rare, and it's such an iconic set, Beam Team. And this is it. This is 92, so this is a year he won a championship this year. Goodness, 96. I'll put a link to this in the description too on eBay, because this is worth taking a look at. This might be the premier example of what I'm saying, where if you believe in a guy, which of course you believe in Michael. Duh. There's not what maniac is walking around going, yeah, Michael Jordan, he wasn't that good. I think people are going to see it. What loony bin does that person need to go to? They may be beyond saving. You know what I mean? Like that's just possibly the absurd statement of the millennia. Which is 21 years old now. All right, that's what I got. I think we're going to wrap it up here. That was a lot of Michael, a lot of interesting stuff. As you can see, pretty much everything is going up. You know what? We'll do one more thing. Well, I don't want to look at a 2011. Let's look at this one. Because he went down. Did he win a championship this year? Bulls championships. Yep, 97, 90, 96, 97, 98, yep. Did I close already? Yep, 98, yep. PSA 10, let's see what the pop count is on it. Oh, it's not telling me the pop count. It's a sideways card. You really only going for $950? Let's go to eBay. Whew. Well, shit. I mean, that doesn't seem so bad. Let's pull this chart back a bit, more than a week. I'm guessing it's a pretty rare card. I could go to the PSA website and take a look. Yeah, I mean, there's just not many sales of it. I guarantee this is a really rare card. I mean, yeah. This does not sell. This isn't even coming for sale very often. $14.65 there. For some reason, it went down. Sometimes this happens with really rare cards. Like people have a hard time finding comps, and so they just so they don't feel comfortable paying anything. So $1,600 for this. I don't think I hate that. I'll leave a link for this one in the description too. Yeah, I don't hate that. No, I don't hate it. Let's go back. Let's go to solds here and see what they have. $950 on January 30th. They went for $950. And $14.65 and $5.75 in November. So for some reason someone got a deal on that. So I think that one that was listed for like $1,600 seems about right. This must be I don't know how long this video has been. Maybe we go to PSA real quick and look at what the actual pop count is. Because sometimes Market Movers doesn't have the pop count on a card, which is okay. They have it on, I don't know, 99% of them. So we'll actually go to PSAcard.com. 85G, that should be the one. Yeah, rare card. There's only 51 of them in a PSA 10. You can't see it on screen, but there's only 242 that are graded total, but only 51. Only 51. Huh. Only 51 in existence. That is extremely low. I'm looking at the right card, right? 85G. 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 Wow. I feel like that's a pretty undervalued card. It seems like a sneaky one. And with MJ, that's what you got to do. You got to find sneaky cards. So I'll leave a link in the description for that card too. I think that's going to wrap it up. All right. All the links are in the description. I'm going to be raising the price on the society, so SportsCardSociety.com. That link's in the description. This Market Movers tool, the link is also in the description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month of your first year. Enter the NFL Prism Cello Pack giveaway by following me on YouTube, following me on Instagram, and then following me on either Twitter or TikTok. And then leave a comment on this video. The more videos you leave a comment on, the more entries you get. Now, if you leave 10 comments on this video, it's still only one entry. But if you leave a comment on this video, yesterday's video, tomorrow's video, those are 3 entries. And I'm going to be picking a winner on February 7th. I think that's all I got for you, and I'll leave links to some of the better cards we looked at. I'll leave links to those in the description also. All right. Stay classy, card pack. You are awesome.